What if the world you experience every day is not as it seems? What if the very fabric of reality, the choices you make and the consciousness you inhabit are all built upon a foundation far stranger than you can imagine? The more we learn about our universe, the more we uncover questions that have haunted philosophers for centuries. These are not just abstract puzzles. They are ideas that, once understood, can permanently alter the way you perceive everything. We are about to explore the top 5 philosophical ideas that will change how you see reality. Number 5. The simulation hypothesis. The idea that our universe is an artificial simulation created by a more advanced civilization. This isn't just science fiction. Philosophers like Nick Bostrom argue that if it's possible to create a simulation indistinguishable from reality, then statistically it's almost certain that we are living in one. The argument is simple. Any civilization that survives long enough will likely develop the technology to run ancestor simulations. If they run many such simulations, the number of simulated realities would vastly outnumber the one single base reality. This means the odds are overwhelmingly in favor of us being inside a simulation right now. Every star, every thought, every memory, simply lines of code. It suggests our creators could be watching, or worse, they could simply turn the system off. Number 4. Solipsism. The unsettling idea that your own mind is the only thing you can be sure exists. Everything else, the world, the people you love, even the words you're hearing now, could be a projection of your own consciousness, an elaborate dream from which you cannot wake. The concept originates from René Descartes' famous statement, "I think, therefore I am." While he used it to build a foundation for knowledge, solipsism takes it to its lonely extreme. There is no logical way to definitively prove the existence of any mind other than your own. Every interaction, every shared experience is filtered through your subjective perception. You are the center of your own universe, perhaps because you are its only inhabitant. Everyone you know might be nothing more than a sophisticated figment of your imagination. Number 3. Eternalism. The theory that the past, present, and future all exist simultaneously. We perceive time as a river flowing from one moment to the next. But eternalism, supported by Einstein's theory of relativity, suggests that time is more like a block. Every moment that has ever happened and ever will happen is already there, frozen in the 4-dimensional fabric of space-time. Your birth, this very moment, and your death are all equally real, coexisting. Our sense of a present is just a subjective illusion, a spotlight moving along a pre-written timeline. This means free will might not exist. Your choices aren't being made, they have already been made. You are simply experiencing them in a linear sequence, a character in a story whose final page has long been written. Number 2. The hard problem of consciousness. Why and how do we have subjective experiences? We know the brain is a complex machine of neurons and electrical signals. Science can explain how we process information, how we react to stimuli, but it cannot explain why we feel anything at all. This is what philosopher David Chalmers called the hard problem. Why is there a rich inner world of colors, sounds, emotions, and sensations? Why isn't it all just dark inside? There is no scientific reason for the experience of the color red to feel like red. This gap between the physical brain and the subjective mind is so profound that some thinkers believe consciousness might be a fundamental property of the universe itself, like gravity or time woven into everything. You are not a body that has a consciousness. You are consciousness that is temporarily experiencing a body. Number 1. Plato's allegory of the cave, an ancient idea that remains terrifyingly relevant. Plato imagined prisoners chained in a cave, facing a blank wall their entire lives. Behind them, a fire burns and people walk past, casting shadows on the wall. For the prisoners, these shadows are not representations of reality, they are reality. Now imagine one prisoner is freed. He is forced to turn and see the fire, the objects, and finally, the outside world under the sun. The true reality is painful, blinding, and incomprehensible at first. If he returned to the cave to tell the others, would they believe him? No, they would think he was mad. They might even try to silence him for threatening their perceived reality. The allegory is a warning. It asks, what if we are all still in the cave? What if our science, our politics, our entire sensory world are nothing more than shadows on a wall? And what if the truth is waiting just outside in a light we are not yet ready to see? These ideas are not meant to provide answers. They are designed to shatter them. From the code of a simulated universe to the shadows on a cave wall, the reality we take for granted may be the grandest illusion of all. The truth doesn't disappear. It simply waits in the spaces between what we see and what we dare to question. The world may look the same tomorrow, but you will know it is not.